Hi, Tyria, and happy Friday. Welcome to our Let's Play live stream. I'm your host, Ruby, and we're going to be playing some of the new Wintersday content today. Let me introduce our two Wintersday devs who are going to be walking me through some content I've not played before. So if you haven't played this yet, you are me, and you can watch my pain and avoid it for yourself. Guys, I'll let you say hi.
All right. Hello, everyone. I'm Joe Kimmis. I'm a designer on the current activities team. I worked a bunch on the Wintersday content this year, so we should have some fun.
Yay.
And I'm Britt Nellermill. I'm QA for the current activities team. Tested all the Wintersday stuff, and we will indeed have fun.
So, up first, we
Yeah.
have organized a bunch of devs, so we're going to go in and challenge the secret lair of the Snowman, which is a new large group activity. Talking to Cobb here, we can see that they need our help to save Wintersday. So, for those of you who aren't familiar with it, the Secret Lair of the Snowmen used to be a dungeon back in the days of Guild Wars 1.
Yeah.
And there's been some long-standing requests to see it again and learn what has happened to the Snowmen. So finally, we'll have the opportunity.
I would very much like to join you in here, and I'm sure it will be perfectly fine.
So as we enter the lair, we can see that not all is well. There's this poor snowman who is trapped in a block of ice. So we're going to help him out by throwing snowballs at him, which, as you know, heal snowmen and free them from blocks of ice.
All right. That is common knowledge?
You heard it here first. Snow is warmer than ice.
Okay, one of you all hit me. Oh. All right, so we're gonna go help him?
Yeah, so back in Guild Wars 1, the hero of Tyria in Guild Wars 1, early on in a Wintersday celebration, I'll let him talk.
Okay.
All right. Created the snowman Freezy, who is the most powerful of the snowmen and their leader. And he was charged with the task of protecting Wintersday.
Mm-hmm.
But now we learn, going through here, that so with the departure of the human gods, not all is well here in the lair of the snowmen. They used to be directed by Duena. Duena's not around, and so they're kind of purposeless. They have been left here for years and years, and have become cold in both the physical and like metaphorical sense.
Looks like we got somebody down.
This is such a feel-good thing. Like, save the minions, make them happier by beating on them. Evidently.
Yeah, we're beating up all of these snowmen who have been frozen in blocks of ice and become evil ice elementals. All right, be sure to watch out for these patches of ice on the ground. You'll be seeing more of these, and they're quite dangerous.
It hurts. It hurts.
You can jump over them, though.
Okay. So watch out for the patches. Do you just jump them?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. You can also dodge through them if you need to.
Also, watch out for this strange ice turret.
Can we take it? Okay, I'm gonna just stand on the painful part, because, as I do. Joyful giggling. I love that.
Yeah, so Freezy's in a very bad mood, but we're gonna go cheer him up with some good old-fashioned Wintersday fun and violence.
Oh, wait. I know what that does.
All right. Also, watch out for this rolling snowball. Do not get crushed by the rolling snow. And notice that behind it, it leaves a patch of slippery ice.
Oh.
You'll want to avoid
I'm finding everything out the hard way.
At least be prepared for the slippery ice. All right.
By the way, lots of people in chat telling us Happy Winter's Day. Happy Winter's Day to you guys too.
All right. So we've defeated the last of the snowmen barricading us from the door. So now this snowman who's been helping us out, who we freed earlier, will let us into the boss room once I talk to him.
All right.
So, tips on the boss before we go in, so you're ready. Avoid attacks, and when in doubt, group up on our friendly Revenant's tablet here for heals.
Most of all, don't stand on the ice cracks.
Oh yeah,
Don't
definitely
stand on the ice cracks.
avoid that ice. And we're gonna have to throw snowballs at him eventually, so just be ready for that.
Okay.
And I'll kind of narrate the fight as we go.
Awesome. Yeah, Sean in chat is like, don't forget, hug the tablet.
Freezy isn't evil, he's just wounded. Let's crack his cold shell and heal my friend.
See, Freezy's a good
Oh
person.
my goodness, that's the sweetest thing.
All right, everyone jump down and we'll go do this.
Someone's legendary is leaving ice tracks and frightening me.
All right, so the first thing we've got to do is crack Freezy's cold shell. True to Guild Wars 1,
Where's
Freezy
tablet?
is a big ol' ice
There it is.
elemental with a snowman head.
A giant snowball.
Yeah.
What?
So Freezy's first special attack is that he'll create this giant snowball that will chase somebody around. So if that attacks you, it'll be important for you to stay away from the rest of the group and not run it through everyone.
Okay. So it's
Or if you're the group and somebody forgets, you can also run away from it.
cool.
Also, he'll spawn these little icy protectors who will
Right.
channel a protection effect to him.
Okay, so we need to take those up.
Yep. If you're cool like me, you just epidemic them and ignore them.
Unfortunately, I'm not cool like you. Not even close. But I will do my best.
We can't all be necromancers.
Ruby, you're cool in a lot of different ways.
All right. So now that we've broken his shell,
Thank you.
Freezy's tragically broken heart is revealed, and we're gonna throw snow at his heart to cheer him up directly.
Wait, okay, so the snowball piles are disappearing, and that's fun.
Uh-oh. People are grabbing him. These ones are limited. We can't just all camp on the same snowball pile. But
Oh,
also,
no.
we've got to stop his minions from restoring his icy shell.
They just want to help their
And
friend.
avoid AoEs. But, good job. We got the heart as healed up as we could hope to.
Goodness.
Alright, so now he's unleashing a new attack, which is this cool ice beam that will pick somebody and chase them. So that person will want to run in a circle around him
Oh,
and avoid getting caught by the beam.
okay, hey, guess who's down?
Got your back.
Thank you.
Whoa!
Oh no.
You can dodge through the beam. It's best to just try and stand behind where the beam is in relation
Okay.
to Freezy for this.
Oh, nice. All
You
right.
can stand
You
pretty
ate it.
close.
Alright, now you'll want to watch out for that ice on the ground as well. So this is just like that ice earlier, where it will damage you. And of course, now things are going to get very interesting because we have the beam and the ice going on simultaneously, so be ready to jump as you stay at his back.
Nice.
Well done. We've almost cracked his shell again.
Pen, look out! He can't hear me. Oh my gosh, this is really fun, you guys.
There's the ice again. Mind your footing.
Use these to heal his heart.
Alright. And snowballs.
Snowballs. No.
All right, well done. We should just need one more round of snowballs, which means at this point we're going to face all of Freezy's special attacks. You'll want to watch out for his final and strongest, most fearsome attack.
What is it?
He will yell "freeze over" and start a blizzard. But right now, I'm being chased around by the beams, so just watch that. If you're really smart, you can kind of pop back and forth behind him so that he'll change the beam's direction. But the beam speeds up as he goes, so it'll become more and more difficult.
Of course.
Here it is. So wind will be pushing you towards the outside of the arena, so try to run towards him and avoid AoEs. And avoid the beam.
And
And the snowball.
no!
This will end soon. I hope everyone had a chance to admire my super cool necro moves there, of hauling our downed player over to the main group.
Oh, nice.
One other cool thing you can do in this fight is if the snowball is chasing you, run it over the minions,
Okay.
and it'll actually kill them really quickly.
Oh, nice. All right, that's a good trick.
All right, we downed him again. So just one more volley of snowballs,
Any
and we'll have
snowballs?
saved Wintersday.
Any snowballs?
If you kill ice elementals, they'll also drop snowball tiles for you to
Okay,
use.
good to know. No.
And we did it!
Hey, I got some achievement points. Oh, I'd like to see. Oh,
See, he's happy now.
sorry for being such a jerk. That's the sweetest thing.
Good to be all snow again. I'm full of Wintersday joy. And it's time to share it round.
Wait, now we can have a snowball fight?
Yep.
Oh,
So
I
we can
don't-
have a little post-battle snowball fight. If you
how
like.
fun.
And you'll get
Also-
a pile of Wintersday presents. There's a treasure chest over here if you didn't auto-loot it. You can get fabulous rewards, including I actually just got the dagger skin.
Oh, sweet. Congrats.
You
I got a
get-
Rampager's amulet, so who's the real winner here?
You can get the festive new wintergreen weapons. This is definitely a dagger.
Yeah,
it's very
So you're holding
dangerous.
it like a dagger. Freezy also has some closing dialogue if you talk with him.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I was opening all my presents. Oh, hey, I got an Angry Snowman tonic.
Merry
Nice.
Winter's Day, Freezy.
Very Wintersday.
He also made a path back up into the dungeon if you want to explore around in
That
the
was
previous
sweet of him.
section.
Oh, something I really like that I'll point out as well is
Yeah.
as you're fighting Freezy, more and more snowmen will show up around the outside of the arena to see what's going on. And now that we have triumphed and restored the spirit of Wintersday, all the snowmen are up here celebrating and doing their little snowman dance.
Somebody
Nice.
in chat pointed out that the snowball fight that you're doing right here is also a good way to polish off your throw 101 snowballs.
Oh yeah,
If
there's
you
an
can-
achievement for throwing a lot of snowballs during this activity, so
Mhm.
if you need any more, just throw snowballs at your friends or at Freezy here.
Nice.
There's
oh,
one-
look at all the happy snowmen up there. Sorry.
There's one other achievement we can get while we're in here. It's kind of a callback to this dungeon from Guild Wars 1,
Uh-huh.
which is we can once again find the remains of an ancient dwarven king deep in the lair, and that's actually back towards the start.
Okay. From 100
down-
snowballs
down
in the
in
boss.
the,
That's fantastic.
Water area.
I've managed to get myself stuck, so I'm going to watch you.
So now,
so-
now that things are a little calmer out here, still got to avoid this ice.
I wondered.
Flesh golem, what did I just say?
Turns out they're not the brightest bulbs in the box.
Also, another really important tip: you
Mhm.
cannot glide in here, so don't try to jump down immediately.
Mhm.
There's a little bit of water you can fall into.
Oh no.
he was brave. He made it. But you're trying to jump into about a foot or two of water,
So there's not like a soft landing there happening.
it just aim for the deep water. But yeah, so right over hereabouts, you can find this ancient skeleton and just check it out for their achievement. But a lot of people actually fall off that bridge to their death. Our analytics team put together a heat map of where people are having trouble in here, where people are dying or winning, and so on. And falling off the bridge appears to
like the top murderous thing.
It's freezy.
Oh my gosh.
Causes a lot of deaths himself, but yeah, falling off the bridge definitely affects a lot of people.
Yeah, our analytics team was talking to me about heat maps the other day and telling me about some of the, like, where do people get dismounted, where do people fall to their death, and it's really interesting to hear.
Yeah, so that's the end of this area. For a little backstory, Chris.
Yeah.
So let's see, about a year and a half ago, well, something like that, we were working on Halloween 2017.
Yeah.
And we added a bunch of new stuff to it, and there were some players who were like, oh, there's all this new stuff. Like, do you think there's also like a new boss fight? Like, what if there were holiday bosses that you had to fight? And some of our boss designers were like, hey, that is a really cool idea. Like, what if we did something like that? Could we do something like that for like this year's Wintersday? And the holiday team was kind of like, well, that might be a little quick.
Please slow down.
Yeah, but we had the idea tumbling around for like a new Halloween fight or Wintersday fight. And then this last summer, the raids team actually had a summer intern working with them and decided to put him on designing and creating the original version of this secret lair of the Snowmen. That was Jacob Taylor, who did an incredible job on all of this. After he finished his internship, our team came in and cleaned it up, but a lot of what you see here is his cool ideas and the raid team's support with making this cool boss for us to add as a holiday activity.
That's so great that we had that intern in to help out and let him learn. So thank you, Jacob. That's awesome.
Yeah, and our goal here was kind of adding a cool new holiday activity that also gives you kind of an opportunity to try out some 10-man content without necessarily all of the difficulty curve and optimization that you need for raids.
Yeah, I would highly encourage anybody who has level 80, even if 10-man content has been intimidating for you before, you should be able to just jump in this with a group. We even have a LFG specifically for holiday content. So
yeah,
I think we are now 2-1 internally for Arena Night groups beating this on live, at least.
This honestly was not that painful. It was a good challenge.
If we can do it, you definitely can. Also, another fun fact from the analytics team, I think the success rate on this dungeon, if you get 10 people in here, is something like 95%.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Now, if you don't have 10 people, it drops off pretty rapidly. But I have seen players who were successful with 5 and 4 person teams. It's going to be a little more of a challenge at that point.
All right, so what else would you like to show us?
All right, well, I'll drop out of the squad here, and let's head back to Divinity's Reach. So there's all of the other Wintersday activities are returning.
Yeah.
Let's see. I mean, a personal favorite, of course, is the Winter Wonderland jumping puzzle.
All right, do we want to give that a try?
Sure.
Just like, oh no.
Make sure I've got everyone in my group here. Are you still in the squad?
I am with Robert and not. All right, invite me again. Wait, who was that? I think that was Ireneo. I was with Robert and Ireneo.
Okay. Oh, it looks like the the race event around Divinity's Reach has just finished, so
Oh yeah,
hopefully we'll catch that later.
we added that race, didn't we?
Yeah, that was something we added in last year.
All right, let's give Winter Wonderland a shot here.
If anyone hasn't tried the Wintersday racing event on a roller beetle, I recommend that as well. It's works pretty well.
Yeah.
I have seen some people setting like blazing fast times on the roller beetle.
So are you saying that like for the challenge, or because it's just super fun to do on a roller beetle, or both?
Yeah,
A little
kind
of
of
both.
both.
Little of
It's
both.
definitely a different feel to doing that race, and I have yet to lose the race while going on beetle.
Wow,
Nice.
high praise.
All right.
All right.
So we have 3 different routes on the jumping puzzle.
Yeah, so there have always been 3 routes through the Winter Wonderland puzzle. Last year we changed it to make all the routes a different difficulty to try to help out some of the
Yeah.
both the players who have had trouble with this one because it's got some timing elements, like you've got to jump really fast and you're slowly freezing. There's a lot going on. It can be really daunting to people. But also, some players are like, hey, this is too easy for me. I want to be able to
I want to challenge.
go even faster through this and get even
Right.
more. So we made the rightmost path is the easiest one.
And
The
that's
middle path is normal. And then the gingerbread path over here is the hardest.
So the Quaggan path is the
Here we
easy
go.
one.
Yep.
All right. I'll just start out on the Quaggan path because why not? Now it all
So
gets really
the-
quiet while we think.
Yeah. The hard path, I sat there reducing the amount of time you had on it until
Uh-huh.
I could only barely make it.
That's mean.
So, well, it ended up being a little more lenient than when I could barely make it because the timing on that basically required that you have a perfect run up until the first snowflake that you can skip, and then, but even after that, you had to a little too much. So you've got maybe an extra 1/10 of a second now.
Okay. Oh, wow. That's generous.
But
Okay. I can't do this and talk at the same time.
once you've made it past the opening section to this little campfire, yeah. Oh, I was about to say it's easy from there, and I blinked. That's fine. I'm really good at this. Once you
me
make it
too.
past that first section, then you can sit at the campfire for a little while to regain your bearing and prepare for the final section, which is the same between all routes. But note that if you're taking the hard route, you freeze to death a little faster, so you'll have less leeway during the final section as well.
As you do.
But at least the snowflakes aren't disappearing under your feet.
Goodbye.
You also get more rewards if you're doing the hard mode.
Yeah, you know, I often play this with my sound off, and the sound effect of the snowflakes collapsing behind me is a little tense.
Yeah, it makes you. Oh no, it's coming.
All right, so on this exploding presents section, oh god,
That was such a good description of the exploding present section.
well the PvP match for this actually ended in the middle of it, and I had to pop up on my screen.
No.
But jumping puzzle, the present
No.
exploding section.
Sorry. That was reflexive. The present section, yes.
Yeah, is pretty easy. You can just like jump up the center of it. My instance reset, so I haven't succeeded yet. I've been thwarted again.
Okay, I feel compelled to point out, because Mark is here in the room, Mark saw me do really well on this about a week or so ago, so
Mhm.
I can do this. I have rental fingers today.
I'm not hearing anything from Mark, so I don't know.
Mark! Mark, you saw me do really well.
Have you won yet, Brett?
just
I
throw
am
me under the bus
close
over
to
there.
winning the 3rd time.
Third time. God.
Mark, you stink. Fine. I have finished this puzzle.
There's some risky maneuvers I've seen people do over the years that shave off a little bit of time, and there's a bunch of them that I will never try because getting hit by giant rolling snowballs sucks.
Oh yeah, there's some advanced techniques on the end, but the most important thing as you get to the very end of the puzzle is just to, like, even if your health is getting really low, don't try to do anything too crazy. Just keep your momentum going, stick to the plan. Yeah, slow and steady.
Stick to the plan.
You'll definitely get more presence by being consistent with this than by attempting a bunch of skips.
Yeah, just wait for the giant snowballs to pass. Yeah, this is very good training for the secret lair of the snowmen as well. Don't let giant snowballs run over you. It's just a general.
I feel like that's kind of a life pro tip.
Yeah, it's good policy.
Anyway,
yeah, you can learn.
somebody says that someone in chat said this is almost as hard as the clock tower, and I think someone else is making fun of me for doing the Quaggan path, and I have no shame. I don't care.
You know, I think I saw a video of a player doing this backwards last year.
Shut up.
I think they did a video of them doing it backwards, dodge jumping, and like opening a present on each.
Well, yes, but that person's a literal octopus.
All right, well, I succeeded here.
I fell down on the 5th try.
I fell down on all of the tries. That's why I'm still back here.
Now I have to go to Snowman jail.
As you do.
Yeah. No, for failing one time, so I have to downgrade. You know how it goes.
Alright, should I give the Quaggan path a try?
Yeah, I like trying all the routes.
So you're gonna lap me, is what I'm hearing here.
Pretty much.
Okay, here we go.
All of them feel a little bit different, so giving them all a try is kind
Although,
of
and it's also very true that...
Oh no! Oh no, they're breaking! No!
I play the hard path so much that it's kind of second nature. And sometimes the Quaggan path or middle path actually trip me up just because I haven't done them as frequently.
Oh, because you don't have that now. This is where the next one is, and this is where I'm used to it being. Someone just plummeted past me to their death, and it was a little gratifying. I bear you no ill will, whoever you were, but
something that took me a lot of tries to get used to back when this jumping puzzle was first added is those candy canes in the middle section of each route. Landing on those properly always trips me up.
Yeah, it feels weird.
Because they're much thinner than the snowflakes. So I always try to kind of jump a little bit diagonally to them.
Yeah, that helps
that's
me.
a good idea.
And also just taking your time on those jumps in particular is very helpful.
Yeah. If there's a lot of it, you kind of want to just like, especially on the harder path, just go max speed. But when you hit those candy canes, it is worth taking a couple tenths of a second to center yourself.
I'm gonna try the diagonal jumping thing and see if that helps me. Because I don't feel confident on those because they are so narrow.
Yeah.
So I always have like this where I'm standing there like trying to gauge the distance.
Yeah, if you hit them at a bit of an angle, you get a little extra leeway.
Nice.
For,
that did feel better. It might be a placebo, but I don't care.
Spacebar is furiously clicking. I failed on the Quaggan path too.
No.
I
Yeah,
think that
hey, me too.
means I'm just done with the jumping puzzle.
And then there's all these celebrating gingerbread men up at the finish area.
You know what we need is like a live stream that's just Ruby being garbage at jumping puzzles. Give everybody some amusement every week.
Oh, you mean a weekly thing?
That's a lot of being garbage at jumping puzzles.
Well, I didn't want to say something like, isn't that the live stream we're currently doing?
It is the current live stream. You're not wrong.
Ooh, slam.
I mean, it really just feels like brutal honesty.
Well,
I got
I mean,
all the way to the presents and they broke under me.
yeah,
no.
you've got to wait until they're all back, and
Uh-huh.
then you can actually kind of jump right up the middle as long as you go early,
Uh-huh. Oh gosh, I'm
and
lost.
just kind of,
Turned around. Crap. Oh, there we go.
I don't know, cross your fingers, hope for the best.
Yeah. Easiest
Somebody
thing
said
is
Ruby doing Chalice of Tears.
just jump up the center, and you can basically just press the spacebar over and over again while running up the center. And
Oh,
you should be
okay.
fine.
Try that. See, I was trying to get all fancy and go back and forth, and I think that was my downfall,
Yeah.
literally.
I think that was probably the intent with this, but the timing turned out such that you can actually just jump up all the middle presents and.
Nice.
Oh! I grabbed the ledge. It's fine.
Yeah. That one fakes you out.
Wait, you can
sometimes.
do that?
No, you can't.
All right, so what is your guys' favorite Wintersday content?
Let's see. After several years of this, I mean, I've always played a lot of this jumping, but I do really like the Secret Lair this year. It's short, but it's a lot of fun, and it's something you can do in a group with your guildmates.
I'm kind of in the same boat as Joe. I got my winter's presents last year, which involves getting lots and lots and lots of things from the presents.
Yeah, congrats.
So I consequently did a whole bunch of this jumping puzzle. I don't need as many rewards this year, so I probably won't spend as much time with it, but I've been making sure to find a group of random people and play through the Secret Lair of the Snowmen once a day. It's been pretty fun so far.
All right, so now I'm watching Ruby. I know you can do it.
You didn't need to
No-
tell me you
no
were watching
pressure.
me.
No
I didn't want to know
pressure.
that. Okay, here we go. There's no presents coming back, please. And all these people are in my way.
Okay, so just follow those people up the center. Okay, now you have to. Yeah, you're gonna have to keep going. Follow them down. Wait for the giant snowball to pass. That one, yeah. Don't
I'm up.
do
I'm
what
okay.
that guy
I'm up
did.
here.
Okay, now follow that person, and you'll jump out to the candy canes there,
Got it.
and then run past this. You'll have to avoid that snowball, and then you'll head to that left candy cane.
Okay. Oh, that guy's
Wait-
toast.
Wait
Oh,
for the next
bye-bye.
snowball. Okay, now run past. Go, go,
No!
go. Oh, the game ended. You can still make it, maybe. And you have to jump along these, jump back to the path, but then you'll jump out along those presents towards the end area.
Oh, candy canes. Oh,
Go on the
panic.
candy cane. Go on the candy cane.
Uh,
The big one.
no! Okay, but that's okay, because that was further than I've gotten, so yay,
Yeah,
thank you for the help.
you were basically at the end there. All right. Do you want to switch to a different activity here?
Sure. No, this is
I mean, you
vendetta.
might almost have it. Let's see. Do you want to try bell choir?
Oh, yeah, bell choir's fun.
Because that is another of my favorite activities.
Yeah.
Just because the first year Wintersday ran, I had not worked on it at all. I was just on a different team and doing other stuff. And I saw the bell choir and I was like, how did you make this even happen? Like,
Right?
it's a little music game.
I'm just going to hang out on a load screen. I'll be
And
right
now
with
that you have
Yay.
worked on it, how did they make it?
Oh, it's really complicated, Brett.
Is it? Is it?
We actually have made a change to bell choir this year so that people gave us some feedback in the last couple of years that they were able to join matches where there was literally no way they could get any points because it was in free play mode. So we opted to remove that this year. See if how people enjoyed that a little bit more, maybe.
Yeah, and reduce the chances that you get loaded into a map with no song remaining.
I tried to go to Snowball Mayhem, which is a very different activity.
You can do that too.
No, thank you.
They're
All right.
based off of pretty similar map art.
So you've got all the notes on your keyboard, and you'll have to play
Darn.
different bell notes as they come in.
Man.
All right, let's see if I can still do this.
All right. I have to wait to grab an empty spot once it's finished, so you do you. Oh my gosh. I just saw a Guild Wars 1 friend.
For anybody looking for Bell Choir pro tips, I suggest zooming your camera out as far as possible and sort of aiming it down so you can pretty clearly tell
Oh, crap.
when notes are
Oh, I'm
going to
bad.
go over that center line.
I always need a couple rounds to get good. I'm just looking.
I'm doing okay here. I got like 95%-ish.
Someone says first person is the real way to do it.
Oh boy, I don't know if I can handle that. Let's see. All right, medium difficulty.
No.
This activity is also an exercise in trying not to have to compulsively click through all of your bouncy chests.
No.
Yeah, the rewards just pile up over there.
And I've just remembered that none of us got good. I'm remembering now that you know how we were talking before we started about the gamepad and how I use that for gameplay. Except I can't do that for Bell Choir.
It might be trickier.
It is, and I'm awful.
Well, hey, that just means that you're able to do it while you have one proverbial hand tied behind your back. It didn't do so hot.
All right, here we go. Now for real.
That was a practice round.
Yeah.
All right, I screwed up a little part of that, but I recovered.
I screwed up all the parts of it because I was trying to do it with my gamepad. This time for realsies.
And I think the final song for me here. Fortunately, this is my favorite, so I'm really good at it. Maybe.
I like it a lot. I need a while to get good at it, though.
Yeah, fear not this night.
I just tried to play a note that was on someone else's part. There we go. I got it.
All right. Pretty good. Pretty good.
I like that top person. Okay, no. All right, here we go.
Collect my Wintersday gifts.
Your many Wintersday gifts.
Guess another thing to remember, if you find that you really enjoy all of this music playing with the bells, we have a couple of different ones that you can earn by playing Wintersday content. They both function the same, but just play slightly different tones.
That's fun.
All right,
can
not
open it.
quite first person, but close to first person.
I'm that person who's like ripping open her rewards in the middle of battle, so waiting for additional players is my chance to open all the chests.
Oh man, my my stage has Ultra. So cool.
Nice. You have the coolest stage.
A warband.
Warband.
Yeah, we're all in the Bringer Warband.
Oh, that one was hard. Which, yes. Okay, yeah. Playing in first person is not okay. I was like, I just wonder if it would look as bad as I think it. Oh, it does. Oh, no.
I'm going for kind of like over the shoulder here. It's not too bad.
Yeah. I'm hanging in there. I'm at 238 of 294 right now.
I think that's the comparison between you and the person in first place. So yeah, it's good.
Oops, got lost.
Ah,
Yay!
missed a bit there.
How can you do all the notes perfectly? I die on the first round, says someone in chat.
Anytime you get a correct note, it also heals you.
Yeah, it's the only thing saving me. Here we go.
Yeah,
It's a fast tempo.
I just recommend, like, I guess I hit the button right around the time the note hits the little white line.
You have a little bit of time in between when it crosses the white line and when it hits you. So
Yeah.
I try to let them cross the line and be in the blue before
Oops!
I hit them.
Panic! Panic!
And of course, you'll have to. It'll be based on your reaction speed and.
Yeah, that's true.
Man,
how quickly
I
you
just
can play
barely made
notes,
that.
But yeah, it can take a little practice to figure out what works for you. Also, just knowing what the songs are supposed to sound like helps me
Yeah.
out. That's why I actually do a little better on Fear Not This Night. Just 'cause-
Well, yeah, because it's ingrained.
yeah, I know what the rhythm is supposed to be like.
That's a really good point. I always forget to look at what the song is, and I just kind of figure it out as I go, so that probably does not help me.
Well, I'm down to the last song with the perfect score. Can I do it?
You can do it!
Probably can't do it.
We believe in you.
Thank you so much.
Crap. I was unprepared. That was not good. That was not okay at all. Boo! I have been booed.
Oh god.
Yay, Wintersday presents completed. All right, that was
Oh, that didn't go so bad, but
it for
All right.
me. So let's see how you guys fare.
I won.
Did you get it?
Yeah.
600? Nice.
not bad.
Oh yeah, I see that.
All right, I'm back to Fear Not This Night, so we'll do this and then
You can do it.
move on. God, I'm already out of place. But I'm playing with the over-the-shoulder camera here, so cut me some slack.
Cut you all the slack.
Much higher difficulty.
Oh yeah, I can't do that in here. All right, I'm gonna hop.
All
out.
right, not too bad.
All right, we have time for one more activity. What would we like to do?
All right, well, I'll gather up my gifts. Let's see if the race is running. That's my other favorite.
Not on my map instance, anyways. Which is both of your map instances as
Yes,
well.
it's the same thing. I'm just kind of doing a little Divinity's Reach Wintersday tour with my non-Wintersday Raptor that does not fit through this gate. Turns out Raptors are wide.
We could just do some illegal street racing.
I mean, sure. All right, well, since the race isn't about to start, and
Let's see.
hey,
Could also
it's
do
the other
snowball
two-
again.
Two of the other activities for Wintersday are the Pix's Infinirarium, which is a little kind of mini holiday dungeon, and Toypocalypse, which is sort of a tower defense mode. Both of those take a little longer, though.
Mhm. And Toypocalypse is one of my favorites. I kind of look forward to doing that one every year.
We could
You know what?
start the dungeon version of Toypocalypse and then just drop out when we need to, so that way we're not ruining anybody else's time.
I am
All right.
gonna.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna stop and give the Hohotron some money real quick because, and I gave him a copper, so he's making fun of me.
All
Okay,
right,
hold on. I'm coming. I'll be right there.
let's begin the Toypocalypse.
No rush.
Yeah, so Toypocalypse is split into an activity version and dungeon version, so that if you want to group up with your friends, you can launch into the dungeon version. If you don't have a party, then just join the activity version. You'll get match made with
Toy
people.
Smasher. I went the Toy Smasher.
Did you click on the yes prompt, Ruby?
Yep, I did.
Cool.
And now I did it again.
Yeah.
I always amuse myself by trying to run off the platform before the thing starts.
They're pretty good at teleporting you back.
I don't know if I think like eventually I'll fool it or what, but it entertains me.
Warning, catastrophic failure.
Here we go.
Production levels critical.
All right, here we go. So your goal in this one is to protect all of the 5 Doliacs at the center of the map from
I got some scraps.
oncoming toys that are malfunctioning and have become malicious.
So, do you guys have a strategy for this that you personally prefer?
I'm all about the toy catapults.
Yeah,
I think
towards
they're
the
the best.
beginning, the most important thing is to just try and get as many turrets out as you possibly
Yeah.
can.
Yeah, since they'll be the best thing to do right away is just get a lot of catapults down and spread out so that they will, because this first wave of incoming enemies is one of the most dangerous, just because you don't have a lot of defenses set up, and you want to make sure that the Doliacs are fairly protected. It's totally okay to also just run in there with your
No. Listen,
whatever weapon you've picked,
Mhm.
because that'll you can just go in and manually kill a bunch of these guys to help us out while we're getting set up.
somebody said a Sylvari, a Char, and a human walk into a dungeon. It's very true.
Then once we survive the first wave, just start. So there's 2 things that'll drop from the. You have to break the scenery and then use pieces of the scenery to make defensive turrets.
Yeah.
So there's scraps, which you can turn into ballistas or catapults. I like the catapult, but the ballista is also pretty good.
I have also been down.
And snow, which you can turn into
Snowmen.
ice walls or snowmen. The snowmen have the advantage that they will slow things down.
Mhm.
But the ice walls will attract their attention, and they'll attack the ice wall, and the ice wall has a lot of defense and hit points, more so than your other things, of course. The downside of the snow walls is that they don't attack. So what I like to do is just throw down a lot of catapults, and then kind of a mix of snowmen and those.
No, stop hitting me.
Also, you can use the snow or scraps to upgrade the items you've made. And
that heals them up too.
yeah, exactly. Since you can't repair them, that's actually a really handy way to get their health topped back up.
And actually, just last year when we introduced the dungeon version of this, we made it so the highest tier of all of these different kinds of turrets and walls can be repaired if you use the same type of thing you would use to upgrade them.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Nice.
So if it's the highest tier one, you can repair it. Otherwise, upgrading it will bring it to full health. Another one of my favorite things to do is this little maze. The toys can't walk over it.
Oh yeah.
So you can block off both ends with ice walls and then fill the center with catapults.
And snowman apparently, if you're me.
My favorite thing is just breaking some of the big clusters of town things over here,
Yeah.
and then building a little mini snow fort.
All right, first round done.
My catapults here.
Something pretty satisfying about running through all this destructible terrain and knocking it over.
It feels good, doesn't it? It's great. I really like getting to, like, you know, the 4th or 5th round where you've got all of your stuff up and upgraded and nothing's got even a hope of getting near.
Yeah, that's the goal here, is to get to the point where most of the toys are just getting barraged down by the catapults before they can even run around.
Around that time, I like to do some of the more esoteric things that you can do with scraps, like building up the mortars to help fight with tocs, and you can also give them to script mercenaries on either end of the map, and they'll help defend the Daleks.
Oh yeah. Oh, that is not at all what I meant to do. Whatever.
Yeah, and once we control the center pretty well, it's okay to just build. It's a little faster to just build stuff like close to where the items dropped in the first place. Just make sure you're not building things too far away where you won't even hit the toys. Ideally, we want it so that if anything actually makes it to the Daleks in the center, it just gets barraged by like everything we've built.
Yeah. How are Daleks doing? Ah, they're okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's basically just damage that they took like, right off
Yeah.
the start. There are little
Hay bales.
there's hay balls that you can feed to them,
I'm
and
gonna
that'll refill their health.
do a run through, see if one has spawned yet. I don't see any. Maybe after we defeat Tox.
Oh, Tox is here.
So it can
So-
be.
Every couple rounds, Tox will show up to ruin your day, and you'll want to call out that Tox has showed up for sure, so that everyone can run over and help fight Tox. Because if you just leave the turrets to take care of Tox, it's gonna be
It takes a while.
quite a bit harder, and Tox is likely to destroy a bunch of your turrets.
Oh, that explosion
that
is
was
way
not
bigger than
cool.
I expected.
I like to shoot
Yeah.
Tox with the toy rifle, but do note that Tox will occasionally reflect projectiles, and you can hurt yourself a lot with the toy rifle. True to life.
Shoot your eye out. Oh, oh, oh. No, he found me.
You got this, Joe.
He was not
Oh,
happy.
jeez.
You
And
can do it, Joe.
after Tox dies, then we'll be out of combat and we can respawn at the waypoint, Ruby.
Okay. Or I can just use a revive orb. I always forget I have those.
Alright, finishing shot. Alright, Tox is down.
Good
So
job.
we can
Yeah.
pair our defenses and move on.
Also, at some points, if you go in the center, it'll heal you up.
Yeah, if you're out of combat, you can run over to the center to get some healing.
Also, at my location, after you defeat Tox, it will spawn a giant present that will drop even more presents
Oh, hey.
after exploding.
Yay, presents. And I will smash. Oh. I don't have a toy smasher. I put it down in favor of the cat pistol. Which
Yeah, you
one
can always
smashes
switch which thing you have at the center.
up? Yeah, they spawn in the middle, so.
Pro tip, if you are having a hard time telling which Dalyak is which, and you need to select one of them, you can actually click on their health bar in the event UI, and that'll select it for you.
Nice. So the trees and stuff respawn over time, so you have... You can't just smash everything and have it gone.
Yeah, and that's actually something that's important to remember as you get through rounds is rechecking areas. I've had times when I went back somewhere and there was just a ton of unbuilt stuff available.
The problem is I like this content too much and I don't want to stop. All right, we are at 1 o'clock, so let's get through this round and call it good.
All right. It's the final battle.
And
Also, sometimes when I have a lot of stuff built, I'll just go grab the rifle and start trying to shoot down whatever wave is coming in next, because the rifle attack pretty much one-shots the toys.
yeah. Okay, that one doesn't break.
So you can help out a little. All right, here we go. And look at the range on it. I can just hang out over here.
Nice.
If we're gonna have to leave, then I'm definitely building a mortar.
Heck yeah. All right, I gave the script mercenary brawler a scrap, and he's very happy, but would like more, so I'm just gonna take care of that. Script be greedy.
You smell different.
And he says I smell different, so I don't know if that's good or bad, but I choose to take it as a compliment.
It's weird that he's keeping track.
Yes, right? Like,
I run over to go shoot some of these toys, and they're already about to die from the catapult rush.
right? It's like, leave me some. One more set of scraps for the script brawler. All right, off he goes. He says, it's very twinkly and I am good at this. So that's good to know.
I'll lure Tox towards the center so I can mortar them.
Oh, yep. All right, this is the final boss.
Oh, there he is.
Watch out for the reflect. Probably.
Oh no. Got me. The only thing that, and I know this is just me being very spoiled, I would love it if we could have mounts in here. And I know. I'm just saying that I'm a little spoiled with mounts these days, and I feel very slow when I'm not mounted.
Ah, yeah. Oh, and you could clear all the buildings with your raptor tail.
Oh, that would be amazing. That would be so much fun.
Oh,
Ouch.
we can see Brett's mortar attacks coming in.
He landed on me.
You found the range, Brett.
Oh no.
That really does hurt Tox quite a bit, doesn't it?
It's pretty fun. It's not very useful for hitting toys
Oh, no.
because they move a little bit too fast and get cleared by everybody.
Correct 1 degree to the right, Brett.
Oh, it's hitting. AoE is so big.
No, get away from me. Stop hitting me.
Ah, direct hit. Well done.
Woohoo.
Now quick, escape.
Go in the middle and heal
Escape triumphantly with our tails between our legs.
up. Hey, we escaped. I don't care. We should have a little tiny toy train mount that you could ride around on in here.
Oh, yeah.
That sounds adorable.
Have to
Snag a
contact
few
the
last
commerce
present.
team.
Clarification, that was chat that suggested that. That was not me. I'm not just randomly making up work for you.
All right, then.
Let's see, I need a snowman to upgrade. There's one.
The exit's available back over here at the start.
Ooh, knocking these down. I'm committed now. I can't.
You got this, Ruby. Solo it.
I can't even find anything to smash. There we go. Heck yeah. Stop hitting me. That's a good one. I want the scraps. Whatever. Yay. Okay. I can quit anytime I want to.
I don't know if I believe that.
All right, exit. Here we go. All right. Thank you guys very much for joining. That
our
was
pleasure.
super fun.
Yeah.
We're going to tell you guys, thank you for joining too. It needs to have a script face. I think they mean the snowball or possibly one of us. All right. Thank you guys very much for joining us. Happy Winter's Day, and thank you both for your time. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thank
thanks
you.
for
Thanks
watching.
for coming and playing. All right. Bye, guys.